Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So great to see you again. You know what? Today we're going to tackle the indefinite and the definite articles. Let's stay tuned. So just as in German as well as in English, the subject of a Swiss German sentence can be a noun or a pronoun. So like German, we also have three different genders. We have, well, in language, we have male, female, and neuter. So if the subject is a noun, it will illustrate its gender by the article, which in Swiss German can be either der, de, or s, which in German would be der, die, or das. In English, of course, you only have one article, which is the. So let's try some sentences with feminine nouns. Okay, first of all, for example, you could say, die Frau ist stark. Die Frau ist stark. Like in German, you would say, die Frau ist stark. In English, the woman is strong. Okay? So, die Frau ist stark. Okay, another one. Die Mutter ist stark. Or, die Tochter ist stark. So, die Mutter ist die Mutter ist stark in German. Or the third sentence would be die Tochter ist stark in German. If you know some German, it makes things way easier. Okay, so let's try some male nouns now. Der Mann ist schön. In German, that would be der Mann ist schön. In English, the man is handsome. Okay, another one could be der Vater ist schön. Der Vater ist schön. In German, that would be der Vater ist schön. And in English, of course, very easy. The father is handsome. The third one could be, for example, der Sohn ist schön. Der Sohn ist schön. Okay? So you always have the article the if it's male. Okay? Let's try the neuter one. Das Haus ist groß. Das Haus ist groß. You see, in German you say das. In Swiss German you say s. Just s. In English again you would say, of course, the house is big. Another sentence. Das Auto ist groß. Das Auto ist groß. Or, das Kind ist groß. Das Kind ist groß in German, okay? And in English again, the house is big, the car is big, the child is big, okay? Shall I tell you a secret? This topic is actually part of my new project, which is I'm going to write a book. If you become a patron, you will be able to download this and other chapters before I even publish the book. Okay, next thing. So what if, for example, you want to say this car? Of course, we have an article for this as well. So instead of der, or s, you would say der, die, or das, which in German would be dieser, diese, or dieses. So let's have a look at a few sentences. So for example, if I want to say this woman is strong, in Swiss German you would say die Frau ist stark. In German, diese Frau ist stark. Die Frau ist stark. Or die Mutter ist stark. For male, that would be der Mann ist schön, for example. Or der Vater ist schön. Of course, you write it exactly the same like before. I said, der Vater ist schön. But if I want to emphasize this father, you say, der Vater ist schön. Can you hear the difference? Der Vater ist schön. Der Vater ist schön. It's tricky, isn't it? Instead of just saying, das Haus ist groß, the house is big, if you want to say, this house is big, you would say, das Haus ist groß. Das Haus ist groß. Or, das Auto ist groß. See? Before you said, das Auto ist groß. Das Haus ist groß. But, das Haus ist groß. Das Auto ist groß. Okay? So then, of course, we also have indefinite articles. Like if you want to say a woman, a house, a man. Or in German, you would say eine Frau, ein Haus, ein Kind. In Swiss German, you say a Frau, a Mutter, a Tochter. A Frau ist stark, a Mutter ist stark, a Tochter ist stark. So, female, you say a. For male, you would say ein Mann, ein Vater, ein Sohn. In German, you would say ein Vater, ein Sohn. But in Swiss German, it's ein Vater, ein Sohn. Okay? So neuter, you would say es. Es Haus, es Auto, es Kind, es Haus ist groß. In German, you would say, ein Haus ist groß. In Swiss German, es Haus ist groß. And of course, in English, you just say a house, a child. Okay? So what if there is no house, no car, no mother, whatever? Like in German, where you just add a K, like keine Frau, kein Auto. In Swiss German, it's very similar. You also add a K. It's a little bit different though. Just listen. Instead of saying a Frau, eine Frau, you say keine Frau, no woman. Kein Mann for male and keis Kind for neuter. Okay, now let's try this. What if you want to say no car in Swiss German? What would you write? Write it down in the comments and I will let you know straight away if you were correct, okay? How do you say no car in Swiss German? So that was it already. And don't forget, you can download this chapter and do a lot of exercises if you become a patron. I would love to see you there. Otherwise, let's see you in my next chapter. Ciao!